Shiba Inu CEO sends Shiba Inu to 1 cent overnight. Shiba Inu lead developer, Satoshi Kisama, just recently published an important update that every member of the Shiba Inu community needs to be aware of. So watch this video till the end. Hello SHIB Army. Welcome to Crypto Trader, a destination for SHIB holders. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all SHIB news and predictions. Make sure to turn on the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Now to the main topic. For those who don't already know, the UK has plans to introduce its own digital currency. On Monday, authorities mentioned that British businesses and their consumers might need a digital version of the pound, as they consider it safe, accessible, and easy to use. As a result, they have started putting work into creating a digital currency that works while also protecting the country's financial stability. Among the things that have already been determined is the fact that no one will be allowed to hoard what some are calling breadcoins. Way before any actual development started, the government has already mentioned that each Briton would only be allowed about £20,000, at least. Soon after the currency is launched, it looks like eventually people would be allowed to hold more. But why has this cap been put in place? Well, the Deputy Governor of the Bank of England, Sir John Cunliffe, mentioned that putting this momentary cap will help to manage risks and ensure that it is accessible to everyone. According to him, a limit of PS10,000 would mean that 3/4 of people could receive their pay in digital pounds, while a PS20,000 limit would allow almost everyone to receive their pay in digital pounds, keeping outflows from the banking system broadly within the assumptions set out in the bank's earlier modeling work. In addition to that, Hun also mentioned that holders will not be allowed to hoard the new tokens, and the reason for this is that the authorities fear that hoarding these digital coins would pose a significant risk to the banking sector. There are fears that if people switch completely to the digital pound, they would be able to withdraw money between accounts instantly, completely bypassing the bank structure. There are plans for the limits to be extended or removed in the future, but meanwhile, decentralized cryptos like Shiba Inu can actually really help to combat the risks. It is a lot more difficult for funny business to be done with decentralized cryptos than with centralized cryptos, and that's because there's no one source that can easily and quickly be tampered with. But what do you think? Would Shiba Inu be a good idea in this case? Also, if you found this really valuable, please drop a comment and share this video with friends. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, thus helping me to keep increasing the quality of the videos. Now about Satoshi. He recently reached out to the Shiba Inu community, urging them to extend help to Turkey and Syria in the wake of the quake. He asked community members to name non-profit organizations that accept SHIB in the comments section of his tweet. That way, Wales can take note of those organizations and help en masse. Both Turkey and Syria need all the help that they can get right now because the earthquake left thousands dead and many more injured. So, if you know of any non-profit that operates in Turkey and/or Syria that accepts SHIB, consider putting down their names under Satoshi's tweet. Following Satoshi's call to action, a number of SHIB investors have expressed a desire to donate money, but only a small number of charities have been named thus far, notably Doctors Without Borders. Some people also suggested the American National Red Cross Society, but they only operate in the US, so it is important that whatever organization you are mentioning operates in Turkey and/or Syria. The Shiba Inu community is not the only crypto community that has been rallying to support Turkey and Syria. Many other crypto organizations have been showing their support as well, including Binance, UOBI, Bitfinex, and Tether. Something interesting that has been pointed out in all of this, though, is that crypto communities seem to be the only finance communities that are showing this kind of support. Bitcoin Enthusiast, Bitcoin Archive, even pointed out that those big financial institutions are the ones who receive bailouts from their governments, but they have been awfully quiet since the earthquake. I wonder why. Please, tell us what you think about this in the comments section below. Anyway, moving on from that, Shiba Inu whales have been really purchasing lots of SHIB in recent times. Right now, Shiba Inu now stands as the second largest crypto, behind stablecoin Tether. Among the top 5,000 whales, they collectively hold about 50.9 trillion SHIB tokens worth about $735 million. The increase in these whales' purchases and holdings most probably has to do with the fact that Shibarium might soon get launched. Here's something interesting. According to Watcher Guru, Gimli and Blue Whale 73 were making the news in 2021 for purchasing SHIB almost every week for close to 3 months. SHIB is arguably the only token that the whales picked up since 2021 at every dip and price rise. In 2023 alone, whales have been purchasing and transferring the token almost every week. What's even more interesting is what purchases like this could do and have been doing to SHIB's price. Shiba Inu has seen some price dips this year, for sure, but, for the most part, the token has been enjoying price pumps. and some of that just has to do with all the whale purchases. Don't you think? Well, whatever you think, consider sharing with us in the comments section below. Speaking of Shiba Inu purchases, a poll was conducted online asking people whether they would be willing to buy SHIB or ETH if they had $1,000. Well, really, it was a four-way poll that included both Dogecoin and Bitcoin Classic as well. And while SHIB did not win the poll, it came in a very close second. About 34.9% of voters said that they'll invest their $1,000 in SHIB, which is a lot more than the 16.7% that went for ETH and the 8.1% that went for Bitcoin Classic. Now, let me ask you, if you had $1,000, which of those cryptocurrencies would you consider investing in it and why? Moving on from that, there's an interesting update that you need to be aware of. Unification, the team working on developing Shibarium, recently published a new blog. In that blog, they confirmed that the development of Shibarium beta is still very much in progress, and, apparently, they are moving rapidly closer to the launch of the network. Some people might find this quite reassuring. However, some other people might not be excited about the way this update is worded because it does seem like that launch is not as close as they want it to be. This seems even more plausible when you consider the fact that the team also mentioned that they do not want to rush. In fact, they mentioned that it would be foolish to rush. And while no one wants them to rush, the fact that they're mentioning it at this point sounds like they are trying to say that we might need to wait a bit more. They did say that the launch date is rapidly moving closer, so I could be wrong. But what do you think? Moving on from that, analysts are saying that SHIB may show a significant price movement soon. Crypto analyst and trader Ollie Martinez mentioned on Twitter that he sees SHIB making a 10% price move soon, but he advised that we all keep an eye on the charts because things could go either way, really. After all, the price of SHIB took a quick 5% dip in the last 24 hours, so there are significant chances that SHIB could pump soon. But it's best to keep your eyes on the charts before you make any moves. Speaking of prices, BTC has printed its first golden cross in September 2021. For those who don't know, the golden cross is a bullish breakout pattern that happens when an asset's short-term moving average breaks above its long-term moving average. What you really need to know is that it is a bullish trend, and now analysts are saying that BTC might be on its way to a $25 price. And if BTC is pumping, SHIB would probably also follow suit. This is really interesting to consider, considering what we just talked about. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video then, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know your views on the Shiba Inu coin in the comments section. Make sure to turn on the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Before ending this, kindly note that the prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so, by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed toward bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough wide-spectrum research on the topic. Good luck!